How old are you, Josie?
10.
And you're in Unit 3 of Level 1. So we're going to see if you can answer all of the flashcards you're supposed to know. It's a little pop quiz. You ready for the first flashcard?
Yeah.
Double
Double line.
bar line.
Bar line.
And what does double bar line mean?
The end of the sign.
So what do you do when you see a double bar line?
Stop.
Stop.
Repeat.
And what do you do when you see a repeat sign?
Repeat it.
Play the song again.
Piano.
What does piano mean?
Soft. Like, forte.
And what does forte mean?
To play loud.
And both of these signs are what kind of markings? It's okay if you don't remember the word. Starts with a D. Dynamic markings.
Yeah.
Do you remember what the word dynamic means?
Like change.
To change, And that's because you're changing your volume, right?
Yeah.
With dynamics. So dynamic signs like this are used to create what?
To create
Dynamic contrast. And what does the word contrast mean?
So like different.
A difference, a big difference. So you change, you want to hear a big difference between the loud and the soft sounds. And what language are dynamic markings from? Italian, that's right. And so F and P are abbreviations for Italian words then. And dynamics tell you one thing. Do you remember what the one thing they indicate is?
They tell you?
There's one thing. It starts with a V.
Volume.
So sometimes can F stand for a different word than forte, like fast maybe?
Because it's English.
Fast is an English word, so that would not make any sense, would it? Are there some times when dynamic signs can tell you something other than volume though, like maybe mood or speed? Are you
just
sure?
Volume,
Only, yeah, you're right. Okay, all right. Thought I could trick you, but you're too smart for me. And what is this?
A whole note.
Yeah, a whole note. How many beats does a whole note get?
4.
How do you clap and count a whole note?
1.
Whoa. I think it saw your hand clapping and thought that we wanted it to stop. But when I try to make it stop on purpose, it won't stop. Hold up your hands. Stop! Hold up your hand again, Josie. Okay. Don't let your hand face towards the screen. The robots are watching us. And
1, 2, 3, 4.
And how, like, what little trick do you have to remember this is called a whole note?
Because it's a circle.
It's shaped like a donut hole. Yeah. And?
A quarter rest.
And how many beats does a quarter rest get?
1.
1 beat of?
Silence.
How do you clap and count a quarter rest?
1.
This is a
quarter note.
How many beats does a quarter note get?
1.
How do you clap and count a quarter note?
1.
And what are the names of the two parts of a quarter note?
The head and the stem.
Which part is the round part?
The head.
What about the straight part?
Stem.
If the stem's pointed up, should the stem be placed on the right or the left side of the note head?
Right.
And which hand would you use to play the quarter note most of the time if the stem is pointed up and on the right side?
Right hand.
And if the stem is pointed down, which side of the note head should the stem be placed on?
Left.
And which hand would you use in that case, usually?
Left.
That's only for now. That rule will change later. And this is called.
A half note.
And how many beats does a half note get?
2.
How do you clap and count a half note?
1.
Uh-huh.
0.
Yes.
It's a hat. So.
Yep, it looks like a hat. That's right.
A quarter rest.
And because it looks like a hat, you can remember it. That sounds a lot like a half.
Half note.
Well, this
Wait,
was half
yeah, a
note.
half rest.
Half rest. How many beats does a half rest get?
2.
And how do you clap and count a half rest?
1, 2.
2 beats of
Silence.
2 beats of silence. And this is the hard one.
What is volume, right? No.
Dynamic signs mean volume.
S-
This is a
Can I say that like the 4 times?
4 time.
4 times.
It's a really long word. It's like if you sign your name.
Signature.
Signature, yeah. So this is a time signature. And what does the top number of a time signature tell you?
That like how many beats?
How many beats per measure? And what does the bottom number of the time signature tell you?
What, like note quarter?
Which kind of note gets
Yeah.
1 beat? So what's the name of this particular time signature again?
4 times.
4 time signature. So in 4 time, how many beats do you have in every measure?
4.
How do you know?
Because there's a 4 on top.
That's right. And in 4 time, which kind of note gets 1 beat?
4.
4?
Oh, wait, what?
So remember how we don't say 4th note for some reason,
4?
but we say instead of 4th note, quarter
Quarter.
note, which means the same thing as a 4th, right?
Oh, yeah.
Just like there are 4 quarters in $1. Yes. Wow, that's a lot of flashcards you've already learned. And you have this many more. So
A lot.
you're on the right track. You have any questions about any of these flashcards?
Nope.
Okay, well, give yourself 2 thumbs up. And then you can push the square.